Hey guys, it's Zaylee Barclay. I am the founder of the Start, Shoot, Grow Video Academy over at startshootgrow.com. And yes, it's hosted on Thinkific. So guess what? In this video, I am going to cover some awesome information based on building a Facebook community for your online course. So listen, there are a few things we're going to cover and I want to share them with you before we even dive into the video. So we are actually covering why you should even start a Facebook group. Like if you don't use Facebook, or if you use Facebook, like is it worth starting a Facebook group? Should you really start a Facebook group as it pertains to your online course? We're answering all of those questions. The other thing is tips for starting the group. Like, listen, I have some juicy things I want to share with you for actually getting that group started. And we'll be talking about tips about growing the group, right? So tips for growing that group and how you can actually have your group explode. So if you're not subscribed just yet, what are you waiting for? You know you're here already. I want you to smash that like and subscribe button for more helpful information on building, marketing, and selling your online courses. All right, so are you ready? Let's get into it. So listen, the first thing is, why should you even start a Facebook group? And that was a good question for me. Like it took me a while. I had one before and then I decided I'm going to start one again. And what a Facebook group does for you is it gives you access to a built-in customer base. I can't tell you how powerful it is to actually build deeper relationships with your people. If you're doing things like showing up live and connecting, we'll talk about that soon. But listen, you're able to do so much with a Facebook group. You're also able to use it as a lead magnet for your email list. We all know how important email lists are, especially when you're launching an online course. And especially when we think about creating something, right? And having people wait listed so that they get a notification when you actually launch that thing. It's just so much easier. So you want to be able to use this as a way to kind of vet people to see if they're right for your online course. It's so cool to actually be able to create a community around your service or the online course that you're probably developing or selling. And the coolest thing is that you actually can do research on your students, right? So whether you think you have your online course all figured out or you're actually putting the pieces together, people in a Facebook group or community can actually let you know exactly what they want from you instead of you giving them what you think they need, right? So if you have a good online course idea, you're able to start a Facebook group to actually validate that idea and have an audience to sell to. Now, I mentioned launching before, but imagine launching your offering to an audience that's already used to you and an audience that really just wants the actual step-by-step solution of what you have to offer. You can do so much inside of a Facebook group. You can actually even host workshops and webinars. I know for me, whenever I'm launching something, I give value inside of my Facebook group on the regular, but when I'm launching something, I'm able to actually connect with those people and create workshops that are amazing experiences, and they actually can't believe that these experiences are free. And when it comes to actually asking for the sale, it's an absolute no-brainer. So I want you to think about how you can possibly do that. The other thing is you can also use a Facebook group for helping people through online course material. It's just so easy to set up a group and attach it to your online course so that you can get that feedback. So let's say you've created the course already and you have people going through, let's say it's a beta version of your online course. You can actually get instant feedback by going live in a Facebook group, connecting with people and asking them how are they getting through the materials or what support do they feel like was missing or what do they need. Like there's so much you can do with feedback so that you can create the best results or improve your online course as you go along. All right, are you ready for part 2? Let's talk about tips for actually starting the group. The first thing is you don't just want to invite any and everyone, right? Your goal is to add your ideal customer. So you want to make sure that your group is based on a very specific topic. This way, it's a no-brainer. If someone knows that they're interested in this thing, they'll be joining the group. I know you've gotten requests to join groups that you're not even interested in joining. Or have you ever seen that person who is a part of 5,000 groups and now they're requesting to join yours? Yeah, no, you don't want that kind of person. You want someone that you know is perfect for your actual online course. So here's the thing, you're actually creating your Facebook group with your business in mind, right? And speaking about having your business in mind, you want to create your Facebook group and use membership questions before you let anyone in, because you want to learn more about what your audience is struggling with. So the best thing to do is use your membership questions to actually figure out, well, are you struggling with XYZ? Or, who are you? Are you a coach? Are you a course creator? Are you a photographer? Are you a nurse? What are you? So that you can actually understand how you can connect with the people inside of that group when they join. Now, the reason why you want to do that is when it's time for you to sell, you know exactly who you're selling to and you know the problems that they're having as well. Have your people give you the answers when they're getting into the group. Now, one tip I want to share is making your group about your audience. Listen, this is a game changer. And I'm telling you this because, like I said before, I had a Facebook group years ago and I have one now. So I learned all the mistakes and listen, I feel like I figured it out, right? So you want to make your people feel really comfortable. And you can do this by setting aside 20 minutes every day just to engage, just to check in and see what everyone is doing. And the other thing is making a live engagement schedule, right? Super important. Now we'll talk more about going live in a few, but you want to be sure to do things that Facebook actually just gives to you. Example, polls or asking your audience questions, really engaging questions. I've realized that Facebook actually pushes polls a lot. So I use polls to actually figure out what people are struggling with today. What are they having trouble with? What don't they understand about, for me, I teach getting on camera, being confident, dominating on camera, being able to sell, being able to market your online course and all of that jazz. So I like to ask questions pertaining to the struggles that people are having with that, right? So you want to ask questions. And the cool thing is that you can also use your Facebook group to share blog posts. You can also use it to share helpful or useful tips and tricks. Use your audience to get your people to know, love, and trust you. Another cool thing is that you're able to use the native Facebook scheduler to schedule a week or a month's worth of content, right? And one cool thing is showing your audience the behind the scenes of what you're working on, especially if it's a course launch. Ask them for feedback. People love being a part of the process of something they're actually going to purchase. All right, we are on to part 3, tips for growing that group. Now, one cool thing is that we spoke about emails before, and I know people collect their emails on people entering groups using those membership questions, but let me tell you a game-changing tip. Create an email opt-in for your Facebook group and let people actually sign up for your email list and then get the Facebook group link after they sign up. This works wonders. So you're actually growing your list and growing your group at the same time. Another cool tip is to actually set up an email sequence after they join the group to actually warm them up about what the group is going to be about, who you are, and how you help your people, right? This way they're getting in and they're not totally confused about how you can actually help them. One thing that I would recommend is adding this email opt-in to the top bar of your website, add it to all of your social media profiles. You have a link in your bio and, you're able to to actually attract people and create calls to actions on your posts and such so that people are joining your Facebook group. I can't tell you how powerful it is to actually have all of your people in one place, right? Now, I want to share another super tip, and this is to create a visibility day where you go live and connect with your people every single week. This was tough for me to do, but now I can't see myself not doing it, and it's actually part of my weekly routine. So I want you to commit. Yes, I'm challenging you to get on camera live with your people, create a specific date and time every week where you do this, and I promise you it is going to grow. So here's the thing. Why is it going to grow, Zaylee? Because you're actually going to give a lot of value. And when people get a lot of value, they end up talking about you. And I get a lot of people inviting their friends or business buddies into my group as well. And what's better than word of mouth? It's one of the best forms of marketing out there. Now, listen, what you can do is, this is another super tip, is go live inside and outside of your Facebook group and invite people in. Guess what's going to happen? When you start talking about how bomb the inside of your Facebook group is, the people on the outside are going to be like, oh my gosh, I want to join. And the people on the inside are going to be like, listen, you need to get in here, right? So again, it goes back to word of mouth for your marketing, and people will start sharing and sharing. And that is really how a Facebook group grows. But you want to make sure that you're engaging and giving value to your people as it pertains to your online course offering. Now, lastly, I want you to stay committed to the growth of your group. It takes time, but it's going to be one of the best things you've ever done for your online course. And you want to make sure that you are actually using your group to stay accountable to your business growth goals. Trust me, it's a game changer. Now, the last thing I want to share with you, I promise this is the last thing, check on your group analytics. This way you know what your people like. You know if they like videos more, if they like graphics more, if they like engagement questions with GIFs more. Listen, I can go on and on and on about creating a Facebook group. But when you do, you'll realize, even if you don't like Facebook or you don't want to use it, because I don't use Facebook a lot, I really only use Facebook for my Facebook group, and I have such a good time in there. So if you're a person who doesn't use Facebook a lot, or you're just nervous about getting on Facebook and starting a group because you don't know if anyone is going to join, follow some of these tips, right? And you're going to be able to create an amazing experience for your people. But one thing you want to make sure that you're doing is going live in there and paying attention to analytics so you know you can give your people more of what they're actually looking for. All right, friend, I hope you enjoyed this video and found some of the tips useful. Wait, we're friends, right? I think we are. I want you to be sure to check out more videos about creating a successful online course business on this channel, and I will see you in the next one.